Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we have some exciting stories to share. First up, China's Vice-President Han Zheng is making waves in Washington, meeting with U.S. Vice President-elect J.D. Vance and Tesla's Elon Musk. The discussions are expected to shed light on future U.S.-China relations as we gear up for Trump's inauguration. In another development, Hong Kong's stock market is riding high. Following a positive conversation between Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, the Hang Seng Index jumped by 1.7%. Investors are feeling optimistic about the potential for improved relations between the two nations, even as they remain cautiously aware of upcoming trade tariffs. Lastly, we hear from Victor Dawes, the outgoing chairman of the Hong Kong Bar Association, who emphasizes the importance of trusting the judiciary despite external pressures. He believes that open dialogue with Beijing is crucial for addressing legal issues in the city. Please stay tuned for more detailed content. South China Morning Post reports that Chinese Vice President Han Zheng had significant meetings in Washington, D.C., as he engaged with U.S. Vice President-elect J.D. Vance and Tesla CEO Elon Musk, who is closely aligned with President-elect Donald Trump. These discussions come at a pivotal moment, as Han's attendance at Trump's inauguration indicates a potential shift in U.S.-China relations. The meetings reflect a broader context of dialogue, with Han discussing key issues with American business leaders, signaling a willingness to collaborate and possibly thaw tensions between the two nations. In another update from South China Morning Post, the Hong Kong stock market experienced a surge following a positive phone call between Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. President-elect Donald Trump. The Hang Seng Index rose significantly, buoyed by optimism around the potential for improved relations. During their conversation, Xi and Trump addressed critical global issues, including the Ukraine crisis and the Israel-Palestine conflict, with both leaders expressing a desire for friendship and partnership. This newfound optimism in U.S.-China relations has provided a sense of relief for investors, even as concerns linger over Trump's impending trade tariffs. Finally, South China Morning Post highlights that the Hong Kong Bar Association, under the leadership of outgoing chairman Victor Dawes, is committed to voicing legal concerns while navigating its relationship with Beijing. Dawes emphasized the importance of honest dialogue, stating that constructive criticism is necessary for meaningful communication. His tenure saw a restoration of ties with the central government after a period of tension, particularly following the controversial national security law. Dawes acknowledged the need for the association to balance public statements with private discussions, ensuring that critical issues are addressed transparently while maintaining a professional approach. As he prepares to hand over leadership, Dawes expressed confidence that his successor will continue to uphold the bar's commitment to speaking out on important legal matters. South China Morning Post reports that Chanel's Coco Crush collection, inspired by the adventurous spirit of its founder Gabrielle Coco Chanel, has become a symbol of empowerment for women worldwide since its launch in 2015. The collection features designs that echo the quilting patterns of equestrian gear, combining strength and femininity in a versatile range of jewelry. Notably, the introduction of a new ruby tone, along with the signature beige gold, adds depth to the collection, allowing women to express their personal style freely. The campaign, featuring Blackpink's Jennie, captures the essence of the collection, showcasing jewelry that transcends trends and celebrates individuality. Nikkei Asia highlights that the People's Bank of China has maintained benchmark lending rates for the third consecutive month, aiming to stabilize the yuan amidst economic challenges. The one-year loan prime rate remains at 3.1%, while the 5-year mortgage rate is at 3.6%. Investors anticipate that the PBOC may adopt a more aggressive approach to interest rate cuts this year, especially in light of potential trade tensions with the incoming U.S. administration. The central bank's commitment to guarding against currency fluctuations is evident as the yuan faces downward pressure, raising concerns about the balance between monetary easing and exchange rate stability. In another piece from South China Morning Post, the interest of Hong Kong investors in UK properties faces potential challenges due to rising school fees and new tax regulations. Despite being the largest foreign buyers of UK homes, recent changes, including a 20% VAT on private school fees and stricter tax rules for newcomers, may deter future investments. While the market has seen significant growth, with Hong Kong buyers increasing their presence, the outlook for 2025 appears cautious due to slower rental growth and changing economic conditions. However, some experts believe the underlying stability of the UK market will continue to attract Hong Kong investors, even as they navigate the evolving landscape of property ownership. South China Morning Post highlights the ethical dilemma surrounding Hong Kong's new informant reward program aimed at tackling public housing abuse. The initiative offers residents 3,000 Hong Kong dollars for reporting misuse of public rental homes, such as turning them into gyms or beauty parlors. While the intention is to reclaim resources for those in need, critics argue that it undermines community trust, suggesting that financial incentives may breed suspicion among neighbors. The article recounts a woman's unsettling experience witnessing a report made on a tenant whose family member studied abroad, illustrating the potential for innocent actions to be misconstrued as suspicious. The author warns that this culture of snitching could erode the supportive fabric of Hong Kong communities, transforming neighborly interactions into a landscape of mistrust and fear. In another report, the South China Morning Post outlines the Hong Kong Association of Banks, HKAB, strategy to enhance the city's financial ties with emerging markets. A newly formed working group aims to attract customers from Southeast Asia and the Middle East, promoting Hong Kong as a hub for trade transactions and wealth management. Chairwoman Mary Huen Wai emphasized the importance of engaging new clients through roadshows and updates on regulatory measures. As Hong Kong faces geopolitical challenges, including US-China trade tensions, the banking sector is poised to adapt and grow, especially in fintech and lending, driven by tax incentives and a rising demand for properties due to new migrants. The report underscores the association's proactive approach to positioning Hong Kong as a resilient financial center amidst global uncertainties. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation showcases the significant strides made by the Australian prawn trawling industry in improving its environmental practices. Therese Murphy and her family have adopted advanced measures such as compulsory satellite tracking and turtle excluder devices on their trawlers, which operate in a sustainable manner off the Gladstone coast. Their commitment has led to the historic accreditation from the Marine Stewardship Council, marking them as a leader in sustainable fishing. The article notes that the industry's collaboration with conservationists has evolved from past criticisms to a focus on reducing bycatch and enhancing regulatory compliance. While challenges remain, particularly regarding bycatch of protected species, the industry's ongoing efforts, including the potential use of artificial intelligence for monitoring, indicate a promising future for sustainable seafood practices in Australia. South China Morning Post reports that the outgoing chairman of the Hong Kong Bar Association, Victor Dawes, has urged the public to maintain confidence in the judiciary during these challenging geopolitical times. He praised the city's judges as first class and highlighted that national security cases represent only a small fraction of the judicial system, which predominantly deals with non-political matters affecting everyday lives. Dawes emphasized the importance of transparency from the government to help the public better understand the judiciary's role, especially in light of high-profile prosecutions under the national security law. He acknowledged the stress that the current geopolitical environment places on judges, asserting that while their decision-making remains unaffected, the job has become increasingly challenging. In another piece from South China Morning Post, a report from Fidelity International reveals a slowdown in minority shareholder participation in mainland-listed companies, despite a growing willingness among them to voice concerns on controversial proposals. The report indicates that attendance at general meetings has stagnated, with minority influence declining due to a decrease in ownership concentration. Fidelity suggests that a stewardship code could enhance minority shareholder engagement, drawing comparisons to successful practices in the UK and Taiwan. Although there has been some progress in corporate governance, such as increased demands for protections for minority shareholders, many remain hesitant to submit formal proposals, preferring to express dissent privately. The South China Morning Post also explores the tradition of giving red packets during Lunar New Year, a practice that has evolved to include digital versions. Traditionally filled with money and exchanged with auspicious greetings, these red envelopes symbolize good fortune. The rise of digital red packets began with WeChat's launch in 2014 and gained popularity during the CCTV New Year's Gala in 2015. While digital red packets offer convenience and are environmentally friendly, many still cherish the tactile experience of traditional paper packets. Concerns over scams associated with digital transactions have led some to prefer the physical form, illustrating the ongoing relevance of cultural practices even as technology reshapes them. SCMP opinion highlights the alarming findings of a study conducted by the University of Hong Kong, revealing that over 90% of school pupils fail to achieve the recommended 60 minutes of daily exercise. Using monitoring bracelets, researchers discovered that only 7.4% of participants engaged in sufficient physical activity, with boys performing better than girls. The study indicates that the intense focus on academic success among Hong Kong parents plays a significant role in this concerning trend, as children often prioritize tutoring and screen time over physical activity. Fortunately, the government is taking steps to address this issue by incorporating physical education into the secondary school allocation system, emphasizing the vital connection between physical fitness and academic performance. South China Morning Post invites readers to explore a week filled with cultural and culinary experiences in Hong Kong. The highlight includes a revival of the award-winning play The Top Restaurant, which tells the story of a duck restaurant's rise and fall, showcasing the comedic struggles of its incompetent heirs. Food enthusiasts can indulge in a unique Italian dining experience at Estro, featuring a collaboration between celebrated chefs from Hong Kong and Bangkok. Additionally, art lovers can visit an exhibition that examines the relationship between authentic and artificial food, with bread as a central theme. Finally, cocktail aficionados can enjoy a refreshing new drink menu at JW Marriott's Bar Q88, offering a diverse selection of creative libations. SCMP also delves into the life of Melania Trump, exploring her humble beginnings in Sevnica, Slovenia, a town that has transformed into a tourist destination since her husband became president. Born Melanija Novs, she grew up in a communist Yugoslavia before moving to Ljubljana, where her modeling career began. Sevnica, once known for its factories, now boasts a salami named after the First Lady and has seen a surge in tourism due to her fame. The town has embraced its connection to Melania, offering tours and souvenirs, while she has maintained ties with her hometown through charitable donations. The article also touches on the mixed reception of a statue dedicated to her, symbolizing the complex legacy of the former First Lady. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Lights dim, voices loud, headlines flashing wild. World in a flame and now, stories told, it's time to plow. Eyes glued, truth pursued, understanding woven through. Heartbeats race breaking through, knowledge spreads the new view. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, live and clear we convey. Shadows lift, facts unfold, moments chasing, stories told. Heroes, villains, tales of old. In this hour, truth is gold. Depths revealed, voices bright, news in focus, black and white. Every angle sheds some light, morning, evening, through the night. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, and clear we convey. Truth and insight our way. Truth and insight our way. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, living clear we convey. Every story, every play, and clear we convey. Truth and insight our way. Truth and insight our way. Depths revealed, voices bright, news in focus, black and white. Every angle sheds some light, morning, evening, through the night.